Hey everyone! Okay, welcome to the first of a new series of videos on a brand new topic related to the concept of motivation. It's a great one, this. It applies to fitness, health, work, really life in general. I'm really looking forward to us all getting stuck into this one together. Now, I'm in a very privileged position. As a coach, I meet with a really diverse bunch of people with as many different backgrounds, goals and attitudes as you could possibly imagine. One of the most common pitfalls I find is what psychologists refer to as cognitive distortion. That's just a fancy term for inaccurate or false assumptions about ourselves and the world around us. They come in lots of shapes, sizes and severities, but the most common is something you might be familiar with. Have you ever heard the concept of all or nothing thinking? Now, this attitude can seriously derail us from achieving our goals, from making progress generally, and, well, just having a happy existence. So if you're thinking, well, this could be me, but how would I possibly know? Let's talk about some of the telltale signs that you might experience with all or nothing thinking. Now, first of all, do you use a lot of superlatives? Words like always and never lead us directly to black and white conclusions. I always forget my gym kit, or I never manage to stick to my diet are great examples. Next, you give up easily. Setting goals is great and super important. Chucking it after one slip up is not. If you plan to do a dry January like I've tried in the past, then you've caved after you've had a couple of glasses of wine and given up on the rest of the month, feeling like it's a total failure, that's the kind of thinking we're talking about. You experience maybe a bit of low self-esteem. If you're constantly judging yourself and seeing yourself either as an expert or an idiot, chances are your self-esteem is going to take a major hit. It's important to remember we can't all be experts in everything all the time. Next, you experience anxiety. Similar situation here to above. When a tiny misstep means absolute failure, planning or prepping for anything can increase our anxiety. The flip side of that, of course, is that even after the event, anxiety can continue to be an issue because we focus on any negative outcome, however small. Do you procrastinate or don't feel motivated to begin? Why even begin something when there's a chance that something will go wrong? All or nothing thinkers often put off starting something new because they aren't 100% sure the outcome will be 100% perfect. This can feel a lot like being demotivated, but it often stems from a fear of failure. And last, you ignore the good things in life. Do you suffer at times, like I do, from an inability to be grateful for what you do have? Or recognise those little bright moments amidst all the dark ones? It can be a real sign of black and white, all or nothing thinking. So let's do a mental stock take. Do many of these thoughts sound familiar to you? If so, brilliant. The next bunch of videos in this series is going to be super helpful for you. We're going to address some of these mental images and some other common ones too, and we're going to talk about how to address these in constructive and importantly proven ways. So I will see you next time for our first foray into how to approach specific all or nothing thought patterns. Meanwhile, remember the most important thing about making a positive change in life is having a great reason. What's yours?